Ladies and gentlemen, in Summer Game Fest, Battlestate Games released their third teaser trailer for Streets of Tarkov, and boys, the battle for Concordia, this little teaser, is amazing, absolutely breathtaking. You get a really good look at the business district of the Streets of Tarkov map that is coming in point 13, and basically to give you a summary of what this district's going to be, it's just a small part of the Streets of Tarkov map in itself, but as we watch the trailer you can see just how vast this map is. So you've got tall buildings, tall residential buildings, and it is surrounded by two large buildings, the Concordia buildings, and that is going to be your main place of action within this area. But there's other things like sports and recreation facilities, underground parking, parks, playgrounds, nurseries, all that stuff that you're going to be able to see just in this small district. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly talk about my reaction to this trailer and just go over the good things and the exciting things that we've got out of this teaser. But first I'm going to show you the teaser in full, so sit back, relax, and you'll be back with my pretty voice in just a few minutes. Amazing trailer, we can all agree on that. And now I'm just going to break down the things that I found really enjoyable and the things that we should point out as a priority throughout this trailer. And the first thing is the opening few seconds as it's panning down the street, and you can see just how versatile these buildings are. They're very tall, taller than we've ever seen in a Tarkov map before, and you can see just how many windows are broken in this street. All of these windows we'll be able to snipe from. The amount of vertical potential in this map is absolutely incredible. I'm not a person to just be sprint jumping around the map, and I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't either, especially if you enjoy my sort of content, because that's just not my playstyle. So setting up flanks on the 8th or the 10th floor of a building with a sniper rifle or a scoped weapon, waiting for a team to walk down the street, is something that I've been craving ever since I started playing Tarkov, and you can finally see it all coming together in Streets, and it is really incredible. And a little bit further on, we see that we pan into our character, and this is important too because this is the first teaser that we actually see player versus player combat on Streets of Tarkov. We group up with our friends, and you can see just tons of switching between different players, different angles. You can tell this is definitely going to be a team map. You're not going to want to go this alone. And then a little bit further on down the street, you see our first look at the Concordia building, and this gives you a brief bit of scale here. The Concordia building, absolutely ginormous in the distance there, and we've walked down a whole residential street. This is just one district in the Streets of Tarkov map. This map's going to be huge overall. You're not going to be able to get around it in one go at all. You're going to have to split it up in different raids and take different sections in different raids, because it's going to take you ages to get around every bit of this map, especially if you want to go into detail with it. But that's what I love. Just look at the distance. Imagine if someone can get up to the roof of the Concordia building with a sniper. Imagine the view that you would get. Imagine the possibility of being able to shoot someone when they're miles out in the distance, walking down the street or standing in the open too long. It will be really good. I feel like this map's going to be a sniper's paradise, and I love it. And then it moves on a little bit, and you can see our characters are moving more towards the Concordia building. You can see it from a different angle. You can see all the different windows that you'll be able to shoot from and set up ambushes from, and just all the rooms that you'll be able to explore. This building's absolutely huge, and this is just one of the two main buildings that is said to be in this district. And of course, you get to see a view of like the greenery areas, the small parks and the playgrounds that you'll be walking past as well. So there is a bit of diversity in this district especially. And then we push inside and we see a shop and a nursery itself and an underground parking area and some really narrow, what looks like utility corridors, which should be in the underground area of the Concordia building. Really, really exciting, because there's tons of different ways you can play. You can sit in the open parking areas, or you can go down narrow corridors. Corridor fighting is my jam. I do love fighting in narrow corridors. It's really fun. But when the netcode gets you, boy, the netcode does get you, but it does look fun. Imagine clearing this with a few of your buddies. Proper gritty, grimy, and perfect for an Escape from Tarkov setting. And then we move through more of the Concordia building, and we see our first little bit of engagement coming up. All of the guys loading their weapons, and then our final bit of player versus player engagement. People shooting out of windows, which is absolutely incredible. Setting up ambushes, fighting in the playgrounds, shooting out of windows to the playground, shooting through fucking corridors. It's so versatile, and I love it. This is the first bit of proper combat that we've seen in Streets, and it's set up really well. Tons of corner peeking, tons of holding angles, tons of suppression, all that sort of stuff, which we love. And then it dies down a little bit, players just chill out, and as you can see, there's a guy hiding in the nursery as you see like 4 or 5 guys walk past his window. Imagine that feeling when you're playing it for yourself, when you're sitting in the corner, you got tons of juicy loot on you, and you're just one guy, all your mates are dead or you came in alone, and then you see a team of 5 just stroll by. You're going to want to hide and hope they don't hear you. And another bit I found cool about this trailer is the fact that we're getting a team loading up in one of these utility corridors, and you can see that the player, from his point of view, is holding a shotgun. Looks like a completely new shotgun, or at least a new attachment for one of the pre-existing shotguns, maybe the 153, but it looks really cool looking, futuristic and nice. I don't know what this shotgun is or what the attachments are on it. Maybe you guys can tell me down below in the comments. Looks really interesting though, proper breacher style shotgun, which is what you need for CQB like this. Another thing to note just a few seconds later is back in the underground car park. One of our guys rocking the Ash 12 is running night vision. Now either this is a new night vision or they've toned down how bright lights are within night vision, because the lights are not blinding this character. And the one thing to note is with Escape from Tarkov, they don't film anything sort of cinematic. They go in themselves, they shoot shit up for about an hour or two, piece things together, then do the whole thing again and just make a really cool trailer from actual gameplay. None of this is cinematic footage. This is exactly what we're going to see when we play it. How well it's going to run, that's a completely different story. And then we get a little engagement coming out of the building with people looking in, so you can see that there isn't a complete advantage of people sitting up inside of windows. You can also look into the windows and wait for someone to pass through the corridors, which happens quite a bit. And then of course the GL40, the grenade launcher, surprise motherfucker, and he breaches the door and shit kicks off again. Full of combat, full of death, This is exactly what we want to see in a map like this. More underground car parking and what looks like sort of a residential sort of townhouse apartment, as we saw in the first teaser trailer, coming up with people fighting in different rooms and hallways in there as well. And then right at the end, my favourite part of this whole teaser trailer, someone shooting outside, and then look what rolls around the corner. An APC, shit ton of people jump off. I don't think this is a player APC at all. I think this is a scav boss, and you can interact with him around the whole map because he's driving around with an APC and he'll shoot the shit out of you. I feel like that is going to be what we're seeing. Full on, balls to the wall, insane scav boss as the trailer ends. I don't think this is players, but let me know your thoughts down below. But I don't think player driving is going to be implemented at all really. But I feel like it's great to be able to walk down the street and just all of a sudden the scav boss rolls up with his boys inside of an APC. It'll be fucking mental. You'll be running, just getting away, because that'll destroy you. And that is ending the trailer. A little bit of a breakdown and a little bit of a run through my reaction. Totally insane, totally balls to the wall chaos. What we want to see from a teaser trailer for the most anticipated map inside of Escape from Tarkov outright. This map is living up to all expectations for me. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments though, as we push through. Hopefully there's more teaser trailers, but as we know throughout this whole teaser trailer, if you look down the bottom left, 0.13, 0.0, 0.0, 0.12539 is what we're going to be seeing for the Streets of Tarkov release. 0.13 is the patch we will be seeing Streets of Tarkov if all goes well. Hopefully it isn't delayed any more than it already has been, but it is proper living up to expectations, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on this map, do full-on breakdowns, just run around for hours and hours and get lost in this world. But this is my first impressions, my sort of first look at this trailer, showing the things that I found interesting, which was pretty much most of it. I'm not going to lie to you. It was basically talking all the way through the trailer and pointing out different bits that you may have missed or you guys may have thought was pretty interesting. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know if I've missed any really interesting things, like different weapons that we've never seen before, different attachments. To be fair, I wasn't really looking at the weapons when I was looking at this trailer the first time round. I was mainly in awe about the atmosphere of the map as a whole. So if we've missed out anything, let me know down below in the comments. Like I said, let's start a discussion there, but thank you so much for watching. And I do want to apologize for the lack of videos. There will be a lack of videos for the next couple of weeks. My PC is back with the people that made it. It sprung a leak. All the water cooling was leaking over my graphics card. They're going to fix it for me. 15 to 20 days I should have it back here. But there will still be videos going out, just not as frequently. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you lots. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. For making it to this point in this video, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.